Hello and welcome to the final day of IPC Apex Expo 2023. I'm joined by James Cawkell from Adaptsys.
Yep.
Thanks for coming over.
Good to see you again.
Yeah. It's been a busy show by the looks of it.
It has. It's been very good. Yeah. I mean, I think everyone's coming back now after the the issues we've had over the last few years. Say no more.
Yeah.
So it's been a really good show for us. Yeah.
And it actually, I mean, today there's a lot of students walking around, kind of thing. It just feels like they used to be, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's, this is probably the first time I've even mentioned it this week as well. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
So it's good to be back.
Excellent. So what have you been talking to people on the stand about this week?
We've got some new innovations in what we're doing with our carrier tape forming system.
Right.
So we've actually started to produce a very flat material, so which is used in certain industries for certain reasons, and that's become very popular.
Right.
We also have added some 3D inspection on our system as well, which is being able to profile the pockets that we're creating as and when they're done. So instead of visual checks that we're doing parametric checks, and that makes a big difference to some of our customers for the quality that they need on the material.
Brilliant. Yeah. So I bet that's gone down well this week.
It has. Yeah. It's been a good show, and I think people are also looking at trying to change their supply chain being able to produce material in-house rather than rely on having it shipped over from overseas is a big thing now. And even though that area is starting to come back, then people are still concerned about what the problems were in the past and how they can resolve it in case something like this happens in the future.
Yeah, it's it's interesting, isn't it? You know, we've been talking about supply chain problems for years, and we've stopped talking about when they're going to stop, and then we just accept them as being
that's
part
right.
of the course kind of thing.
Yeah, and we are. I guess everyone's starting to see some improvements, but we don't really know what the future holds, and so it's having contingencies. What our customers are saying. Even if things are better now, they need to cater for what's going to happen in the future, and no one knows.
And it's interesting, talking to a lot of the US-based companies. It's reshoring is a mantra now that
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's being more in control of lead times and supply chain is
absolutely, and a lot of our predominantly the way in which the carrier tape material is produced has been overseas in Asia, Southeast Asia and China, and so being able to produce that locally then takes away the supply chain issue, but it also reduces costs and gives customers more capability to be in control of their whole process.
And that, the industry is extremely buoyant, is very busy, but it's all about those little wins, isn't it, all the way along the line? Efficiency and cost effectiveness.
And our customers don't want to let down their customers as well. So it's a big thing for them.
Yeah. The pressure is there.
And always will be as well.
Yes. So anything else in the pipeline that you're looking at, or you probably can't talk about it?
There's definitely things that we're working on, and it's most of the time it's driven by customers requirements. So they're good. They're good research companies for us, really. They will tell us what they need, and what they need is generally what other customers need. So we then look at what's going to suit the market the best, and then we develop to suit their needs.
And have you got your customer base? They've been quite loyal. They've been with you for some time.
Yeah. I mean, we have an innovative product, so we've been selling it for 3 years. We've actually been developing it for 15 years, and we've been using it in-house for our own tape manufacturing. So the customers that we're dealing with are fairly new because we've only been selling them for the last 3 years, but they are loyal, and the good thing is that we supply materials to them, so we're always in contact with them, so we're always knowing how things are going. So their expectations are that this is going to be a product that they can use for the next generation of manufacturing.
Yeah, right. And like you say, so that relationship is good to have your finger on the pulse of what's actually going on.
Absolutely, and that's the benefit we have by coming to these trade shows, because it's not just looking for new prospects, it's also dealing with our existing customers and catching up with them in a formal or informal way, depending on the customers. So, it's good to be here.
Good. Well, I hope the last few hours of the show are good for you. Thanks for sparing the time to come over. It's nice to be able to sit down, actually, isn't it?
Absolutely. The legs need it.
And we'll see you. What's the next show you'll be at?
We're at SMT in Nuremberg.
See you then.
Yeah, see you then.
Thank you.